Ah!
Hey, here's the mullet.
There's the mullet. Nasty.
It's the mullet cam.
I think the little kid part of me is super excited about these giant machines.
One of the things we've been thinking about doing for the longest time is a cigar whiskey pairing video.
We're just going to say this is a good cigar and this is a great whiskey, and the reason I chose these two together was to either compare, contrast, or accentuate.
Okay, and pairings.
I intentionally picked budget cigars along with some nice cigars.
Oh, okay, so we got like
and there's some $2 sticks, budget sticks in here.
A nice range in the coverage there.
I'm pouring you Balvenie Doublewood to start. But what we're going to do with Balvenie Doublewood is the Brickhouse Mighty. So you have... Now, when you're lighting a cigar, you're going to keep it above the heat at first just to get it all evenly heated up. It's a little windy up here. All right, and then you're going to start drawing and you're going to spin it to evenly heat it. And then you can double check it for an even heat, especially in a cigar this large.
Yeah.
What I wanted from the Balvenie was to contrast the Mighty spicy, peppery, heavy notes. And the Balvenie is Doublewoods, bourbon, and sherry cask. And so it's all nice and rich and wonderful with just a hint of smoke. All you're going to get from Balvenie is a nice sweetness to go with the cigar. Right?
So, that is a really nice sweetness. Because I'm acclimating to some of the smokier bits in the cigar, I am missing some stuff in the
Balvenie. You're missing the peat. Now keep in mind, there are people who tell you smoking cigars doesn't affect the flavor of the whiskey. Those people are idiots. Now, it doesn't ruin it, and it doesn't prevent you from tasting things. It just does what all food pairings do, which is anything you've just tasted will change what you taste next. And that includes cigar smoke. All right, so what we are going to do with Laphroaig, now this is an example of accentuating, and says, because if you can't beat them, join them, right? So Laphroaig smoke just will kick your ass. There's no point in trying to hide that. Right? However, if you can take a nice cigar, it can actually make the cigar a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
And now this is an Ashton. They're just kind of friendly to me. I mean, I get a lot of a nutty vibe off of these.
Sure.
There you go. See how much lighter that tastes?
Yeah. Wow. Honestly, I've never had cigars back to back, and to me it always was kind of samey.
Yeah, cigars taste like that. But no, this, totally different.
Yeah.
Now, let's see what happens to Laphroaig with this light, friendly cigar.
Coming off of something as robust as the Laphroaig, it actually changes the notes that I'm getting in the cigar.
Now we're going to compliment. So this is a Fuente Don Carlos number 4.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do we're going to complement the sort of sweet, cedary, nutty notes in a Fuente.
Compared to which whiskey?
We're going to do the Weller Special Reserve.
For those that have never smoked cigars, this is one thing I was surprised to learn. You don't actually inhale into your lungs.
No. Do not inhale a cigar. It's far worse for you than a cigarette in a lot of ways if you inhale all the time. However, if you don't inhale, it's significantly less bad for you than cigarettes. Now, see how kind of peppery that is?
Of the
compared to the Ashton we just had?
Of the three, I'm liking this quite a bit.
Okay, now remember the Weller is a wheated bourbon. I wanted to complement the kind of spiciness of a bourbon barrel char. Right, in bourbons you'll get a lot more of the charred new barrel. And that barrel char to me reminds me of the kind of pepperiness I get on the hint in Fuentes. And so I wanted to sort of bring that out in the Fuente. But notice how it got a little bit more spicy after a sip of the Weller?
It did.
Now the sweetness is still contrasting, but the barrel char actually draws more of the spice out of the cigar. This is why you smoke cigars and drink whiskey together.
Yeah.
It's like peanut butter and jelly. We're now doing the Punch Elite. And once again, I'm going to compliment. Ooh. Okay, so this one's a little more burnt and rich. This is how you could tell you're now into a budget cigar. See how much harsher the smoke on the through your nose is? Wyoming whiskey, baby, because I just keep coming back to this.
Yeah.
I think there's some nutmeg and spice in this cigar, even though it tastes kind of burnt.
Oh man, this smells so fresh and clean.
Now, what you'll notice, though, is the taste is a little more tangy than the last time we tried this because of this cigar.
Again, it makes the whiskey less complex because some of the notes are just being soaked up from the cigar.
Yeah, your palate's already sort of tinged towards something. So think of it like if you're trying to get a really nuanced food, but before it you eat curry.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're going to miss some of the nuance. Okay, we're going to end with Quorum, which is a $2 per cigar.
Yeah.
This is the Quorum Shade Corona. $2 a stick.
Shade Corona.
This is just probably my go-to cheapest cigar I'll buy without feeling like I need to spit it out. Now the other thing, and by the way, what we're going to smoke these with is monkey shoulder. So there's nothing in this cigar that comes close to what's in monkey shoulder.
Right.
We're just going to compliment. We're going to compliment and contrast.
Wow, it does change the monkey shoulder.
Yeah, that got really bland almost. It got kind of jelly-like.
The monkey shoulder is typically a really vibrant, fruity, rich whiskey. It takes a lot of that richness right out of it.
Yeah, it really does. I need a little more of this. Laphroaig and Ashton was the most surprising to me. The most surprising to Rex was the Weller and the Punch.
The
Wyoming and the
Wyoming.
Punch. The most pleasing to me was probably the Fuente Weller combo.
Okay, so you have been generous and gracious enough to share your pairings. I am going to take it up a notch.
Uh-oh.
This is...
Is this what you brought in that trash bag?
Shut up. This is beyond pairing. Because, on paper, this idea is fantastic, but the problem is the combination of cigar and whiskey, there's a delay in this pairing, in this combination. So what I propose is a fusion.
Oh, no!
What did you want? I'm letting you choose. It was the Laphroaig
Weller Punch.
Weller Punch.
Weller Punch.
Weller Punch. All right, here we go.
Here's the thing. When Rex starts giggling, be aware. That's the shittiest blender ever. That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
It's a fusion. It's a Weller cigar pairing.
All right, this is the world's first fusion of whiskey and cigars. It's just so good. That's the stuff. So, I'm counting on some expert tasting notes here.
Oh, yeah, that's wrong.
Get in there. This is tough.
Oh.
That is better than any pairing.
It didn't taste like whiskey. Here's the thing. It actually, if you can get over the consistency, It doesn't taste that bad.
Well, we could filter it.
Look, a Chemex.
What does that do?
It's a really fancy coffee.
Is that just a napkin?
Yep. Look at the sludge on that.
Is it? Oh, dude, it's filtering out all the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, here's what's happening. Everybody that was excited about trying our whiskey, they're like, maybe we don't want to try anything.
All right, tearing. All right, that's a little better. Still smells like cigar leaves. That's weird.
Oh. Wow, that is weird.
I told you.
This is what I imagine a spittoon would smell.
It's totally true.
It's a spittoon.
We're drinking a spittoon.
I think we will never sell that.
Yeah.
But there's some people who would actually dig it.
Yeah, people who are on their deathbed. And they're like, the nurses won't let me have any whiskey.
They want to go down swinging.
Yeah.
I need a cigar, I need whiskey, and I have 8 seconds to live. No time! Put them together!
We got kind of a mess here. Who,
Tommy!